I've got a question for you. Do you like beer? Do you like drinking beer? Do you like talking about beer? Do you like watching other people drink beer? If you answered yes to any of those questions, even just one, you might like this video. And you might want to subscribe to my channel because I'm going to be posting a lot more beer tasting videos. Grab a beer or grab your favorite beverage and pull up a seat, push play on this video, and drink along with us as we go through 4 beers in this Alaska beer tasting video. It's gonna be a fun one. Stay tuned till the end for some bloopers, and without further ado, let's drink some beer. Beer, 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 beer.
Large quantities.
It's a 2-sipper for me. And we've got 52% alcohol by volume.
No, 5.2%.
Oh shit,
honey.
you shorted me.
O.M. Jesus. Oh, what the damn hell? She's just trying to shut me up.
No, I'm not.
I like it.
Sure. Whew, this is an absorbent mustache. We're getting through it.
No beers went unfinished.
That's good stuff.
Stay tuned.
Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. Ted's joining me here today.
Special guest appearance.
Special guest appearance from Ted. This is the first video in a series of many videos. It is an Alaska beer tasting!
Woo.
So today we're going to be tasting pale ales from Anchorage, Alaska. We've chosen
4 different breweries. So we have Broken Tooth, we have King Street, we have Midnight Sun, and we have 49th State.
So we're starting off with the Broken Tooth Area 52 Session IPA. And I'm going to read the description because those are so fun. So let's get into it.
I like the first crack.
You can do that then. No aliens were involved in the making of this beer. Well, at least not that we'll admit to. Area 52 is the middle ground between hoppiness and happiness. It is the dimension of drinkability. Its golden body gives way to fruity hop notes that are out of this world. We've got 5.2% alcohol by volume, and the IBUs are 52 out of 100, just so you know. All right. Oh yeah.
Ooh. Got a little on my hand.
What we're going to be judging is smell, sight, taste, touch, and feel of each beer. We're going to be using some pretty awesome terminology. Let's get to it. First, the smell. I'm getting a little tangerine off the top, I think.
Definitely citrusy.
And then the sight, definitely orange.
A light copper.
Yeah, a little bit copper. And caramel. Caramel.
Like monkeys scratching our heads.
Right. We've done smell and sight. The best part, we get to go on to taste.
Pinky's out.
Yeah, let's do it. Wait,
Oh,
cheers.
Cheers. First of 8 beers.
Yep,
Damn.
let's do it.
A little bit of bitterness.
Yeah, definitely.
Pretty mild overall.
I think the bitterness lingers like back here. I don't know if there's a term for that, but it's definitely
Finish.
It's a lingering bitter finish. At first though, it's sweet.
Fruity. You can go with fruity. Not a piney IPA for sure. It is a session IPA, so it's a little lighter on the alcohol.
I would say it's assertive, fruity. The finish is lingering bitterness.
I'm gonna need about 3 or 4 more tastes. It's really refreshing. As far as carbonation, not super effervescent.
Yeah, definitely dissipates pretty quickly. Zippy. Would you say it's zippy?
It's gentle. I like gentle.
Gentle.
We'll go with
okay,
gentle.
that's like the opposite.
Effervescent. Gently effervescent.
Ooh, the mouthfeel, it's...
Blocking my drinking arm, woman.
My bad.
I mean, it's just crisp
Yep, crisp.
all the way around. Yeah, this is... I'd put this in the cooler and take it on my canoe.
Yeah, definitely like an outdoor time beer, I would say. Area 52 Session IPA from Broken Tooth.
Broken Tooth.
Oh, you finished yours.
Yeah.
Bottoms up, bitches. All right. According to beer tasting etiquette, we need to cleanse our palate with water. All right, on to the next one. This is from King Street Brewing Company. It's their American Pale Ale, 5.4% alcohol, and I don't believe the IBUs are listed, not that I can see.
These cans are also awesome. They come in 4 packs and they're 16 ounces, but they have these really sweet pop tops. So they look like that. And they make a really satisfying pop. Not as much of a head on that either.
So the smell, still in that citrus zone, but I would say the smell is a little bit sweet as well, wouldn't you?
Not floral and it's not piney.
Color is caramel and amber.
Definitely a lot clearer than the Session IPA.
All right, so moving on to taste.
More effervescent than I would have expected, but it's very smooth.
Assertive for the intensity.
It's tart. I mean, it's kind of grapefruity, I think, for a pale ale.
I would say I taste the malt in there too, on the tail end.
I like it.
You stroke your beard and I stroke my braid when I'm thinking. I've noticed that. It's soothing. I would say it's a little dry.
Effervescent, spritzy, it's full and dry. It is delicious.
Okay, so overall impression. Did it smell a lot different than it tasted?
No.
Nope. Did it taste a lot different than you expected? I didn't really have an expectation.
I mean, it's definitely a pale ale. Like I said, I think it reminds me more of Session IPA, I would think. But yeah, grapefruit tones, also pretty crisp.
Is there something in particular about it that you really liked or disliked?
Easy drinking.
It's easy drinking. Is it a beer that you could drink anytime, anywhere, in a small or large quantity?
I could drink a large quantity of this. Pretty much anywhere. Appropriate occasions or not.
Hey, that...
Funerals, bat mitzvahs, large quantities.
Raving review from Ted. I would say that because of my personal preferences, again, I wouldn't drink a large quantity, but I could and I would enjoy it. So, cheers.
Yeah. I think you should just make a note that no beers went unfinished.
We take beer really super seriously in this household. So, yeah, this is going down the pipes, not down the drain.
We've got 8 cans that we intend to empty.
Come hell or high water, bottoms up, baby.
Pinky's out, bottoms up.
On to beer number
3.
Number 3.
What's on the docket?
Pale Ale number 3, the Duster. It's an American Pale Ale by Midnight Sun Brewing Company.
The limited edition. Ooh, this one's light.
No, it's clearing up now.
Definitely lighter than the King Street. It's clearer. It's not as
Not hazy.
cloudy. Yeah.
You shorted me.
Well.
Oh, that one's
Maybe a little more on the piney side.
maybe
Gunpowder, horse blankety.
biscuity. No. Okay, for real though, the smell is... I think it's corn-like. I'm going with corn-like. So for sight, I'm going to say it's honey.
Yeah.
It's honey. Honey orange, I guess. But there you go. Moving on to taste. So that one I got some malts.
I think the finish, the hop bitterness comes out on the finish, but it is sweeter. It is maltier up front.
I'm making a lot of weird faces.
You are.
This is not what I expected at all. Like it's definitely assertive. I know I've said that a lot, but it's also complex.
It has some depth. 'Cause there's a very clear, like what you taste up front, and it's very rich in the middle, malty, and then the finish it brings that bitterness.
It's definitely full. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not nearly as citrusy as the others.
Robust.
It's good. I like it.
Yeah, and it's pretty effervescent as
Really
well.
not a pale ale that I don't really like, so
Yeah.
I think starting with this, you're not going to get a whole lot of criticism from.
I'm not trying to be critical, but I'm trying to let the viewers know
I like it.
what I'm experiencing, and definitely malty right off the bat, which one of the reasons I typically go to IPAs. They're not usually as malty. I'm not a huge malty person, but it's good. Okay, so touch or feel. Like I said, it is warming. I think it's tingly.
Warming and tingly.
I would say it's sharp.
Sharp.
And dense. No, full. It's full. Sharp and full.
My reviews are going to become a little more charitable as we get further and further down the list. Especially as I drink more. I like it! This one's good! Pour me another. No, this is good. I like Midnight Sun. It's kind of a quirky little place. I like the patio. Kind of reminds me of some of the breweries in Montana.
Yep, I am planning on doing a brewery tour in Anchorage just so we can get the full deal with all of the Anchorage watering holes.
I don't know if any of these Alaska beers are available anywhere but Alaska, so tell us how wrong we are because we don't know what we're doing. We're just people who like beer.
We need
and printed off a few lists of words and terminology.
And you know, the way to go about tasting it. We didn't know that before.
Well, I mean, you kind of know. You smell it, you look at it, you taste it, describe how it felt in your mouth.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
The Duster.
All right, we're back for the last of the pale ales. It is the
49th State Urban Wilderness.
Oh, I couldn't read this.
5.8% alcohol by volume and 30 IBUs. I'm going to go ahead and read the description here. It says it's a classic English-style pale ale with a malty backbone and earthy, spicy hop notes. Winner of multiple prestigious Beer Award medals, this pale was originally brewed at Sleeping Lady Brewery by our pal Dennis Urban, who came back to help us brew this batch. A rich, malty beer with a rich, malty backstory. Sounds like fun. Shall we dive in?
Let's dive.
It's not quite as satisfying as the King Street cap. I like being able to rip the thing off.
Me too. That's my favorite.
Well, I guess
I like to look down into my beer.
A little darker. Reminds me of the King Street, just based on the pour. Except it is a little more heady. A little more foam to it, but much darker. But this is an English-style pale ale. See how they do it over the pond.
Ooh, the smell is definitely getting into that horse blankety.
Horse blankety. I haven't spent enough time in the stables.
I just really wanted to use that term so badly. Horse blankety. But
yeah, it does dissipate the head.
Really quickly, yeah.
So it might be a little more effervescent. It says malty backbone.
Oh man, I already took a sip. Before we got to it.
Well, what the damn hell,
I'm
woman?
Getting ahead of myself here.
Jumping the gun.
Malty.
Ooh, it does smell malty. It smells sweet.
Malty and sweet.
I would describe it more caramely in color.
Well, we're not to sight yet, are we? Or yeah, we
are.
I'm
looking at it. I don't know. I think it is malty, figgy. Ooh. I mean, I don't think it smells barnyardy or musty.
I like I said, I just really wanted to use that term.
I'm gonna take my sip.
Did we say that we weren't describing the site?
I was describing the site. I said it was caramel.
It is, but it's also amber. Burnt auburn. It's a dull hue. Cheers, let's try it.
Okay, well, you've already had it. Don't even... Yeah, fig was spot on. A ringing endorsement. The English-style pale ale does not agree with Kiki.
No, see, the issue was I was trying to taste it so well.
She was focused so hard she didn't breathe.
No, that I inhaled it because I was trying to swish it around in my mouth and that backfired on me. It was not the taste.
No reflection on the quality or flavor.
Whew, all right.
I like it. It's different than the other three. For sure.
Way different.
But English style pale ale. It wasn't a session IPA, and it wasn't one of the two American pale ales that we've tried so far.
It's a good way to end the pale ales, I think. It rounds the whole experience out.
I don't know, it's a little more robust, it's a little more full, a little more rich, which is a good stepping stone into the IPA territory.
I would say the maltiness is lingering.
Float away.
Well. But it is smooth. It's really smooth. So the thing that stands out with this pale ale compared to the other ones for me is that it doesn't have that bitter kind of back note back here. None of that. Like, I don't get any of that after I take a sip, really.
I mean, there's definitely some hop in it.
But it's
subtle. It's pretty level throughout. It's not like strong on the front or bitter on the finish. Really smooth, really mellow. It's fig. It's malty. It's rich. It's sweeter.
What would you pair this with food-wise?
Pale ales are so versatile. You could drink this with something savory. I mean, you want that balance between the salty and then the sweet with the beer. Fish and chips. Come on, halibut and chips and an English pale ale.
There you
Nothing
go.
wrong with that. But this is a good beer. I think if I had 3 of them, I would be full.
Yeah.
I think this probably isn't the put it in your canoe and drink 5 or 6 on a long afternoon.
Nope. It's a starter, I think. Either you start your beer day with a beer trek, I don't know, with this beer, or you only have this beer and you have like 2.
Be good with a slice of rhubarb pie.
Ooh.
All right, well, I'm gonna finish mine. It's delightful.
Well, I hope you guys are out there drinking with us. I hope you've grabbed a beer and you're sitting around.
Or this video is so bad that it's driving you to drink.
Hey, at least we're achieving what we set out to achieve.
We're almost halfway through.
We're getting through it.
Top me off there, sister. Oh, what the damn hell?
You can sip it up.
Hasn't even sunken in.
I know, it's beaded on the top of the
All right, hold on.
Good work. It's actually barely even wet.
I know.
That's amazing.
It's a very absorbent mustache. Cheers.
This is an absorbent mustache.
It's Yosemite Sam. Riboflavin Rabbit Town.
Who needs a bar when you've got you guys and beers and
Quarantine.
I mean,
Stay tuned.
well, that wasn't just art. I don't know what is.
Mmm. Mmm.
Ooh. It's IPAs next, so you better stick around because
Bound to get sillier.
sillier and hoppier.